Everybody might be at work, child. These people got jobs and lives and stuff to do. But y'all gonna see this when y'all supposed to see this. What's up, y'all? It's your girl B Rose, aka Black Rose, coming to you with another exclusive. And today we're doing the another episode of Emerging 30s, and we're gonna talk about grooming, child. Um, and I wanted to talk to y'all while I do a face mask. Y'all might have seen this face mask in a reel that I did a while ago. It's still a lot in here, but hopefully it gets rid of this. Like it did help, but I want it gone. Granted, I do also have, y'all should have seen this in the exact same, I say real. Y'all should have seen this in the exact same short. I got some of this too. Which I think I should do. I want to finish using this. It's a lot in here, so I'm trying to go back to using this. But the last couple of times I did a face mask, I used this. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about grooming. And I'm not talking about relationship grooming, like older men, younger women, or older women, younger men. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Or even, yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about grooming, the type of grooming that your parents do to you. If you are, if you have grew up in a household with any elder person who is trying to get you to take a specific path in life, or you know, they groom you to be a part of the 9 to 5 lifestyle, the rat race, as some would say, the matrix, as others would say. And I just want to talk about that side of grooming because it could really alter your reality, because they're only doing or teaching you or grooming you to their level of success, or to their level of knowing that I know I can um I know I it burns, y'all. It fucking burns. But anyway, um I know that I can push or heavily persuade or groom, manipulate my child to work at a desk or become a lawyer, doctor, teacher, um, obsess over this job and or lifestyle, and curate it to be the overall fulfillment of my life. I hope I'm saying this correctly and it's making sense. And I don't think parents realize that that's technically grooming, because you're not giving me a real choice in the matter of my future. You're telling me you better do this, or this has to get done in order for you to reach success. Like you have to, or in order for you to deem yourself successful in life, you have to go one specific way. And then you you go that specific way, thinking in the journey Everything's going to be fine. This is the life that I want for myself. I am happy, go lucky, and all of the things because you think this is the end all be all. This is it. This is where I make my mark. And when I get to the mountaintop, baby, it's up. I don't have to worry about nothing. I got a job that can sustain me. And don't get me wrong now, for some people that very much can so be like what you want and what you need to make you feel safe, which I still feel like is grooming because growing up, they didn't allow you to think or have another choice in the matter. Even if you did see entrepreneurs around you, or even if you did see people just doing their own thing and you couldn't understand it or wrap your head around it because you've been conditioned to think that having a job is the only real way to do it. And just like all of the older movies and stuff, and they'll be telling them the people who's the artist, the photographer, the nomad, the backpacker, the traveler, they'll tell the people, go get a real job. What the fuck exactly is a real job when you think about it? What is a real job? Technically, any job that you have is a real job. Why? Because you have to do work. Like, what is a real job? Because we've seen things such as Ponzi schemes. What's the name of that movie? I've got the name of the movie. Catch me if you can. I can't remember. But we see with that type of stuff, like these were major corporations who had people invest into, that life, who thought, I could stay here and create a situation that was sustainable for me. But one wrong mistake from somebody who is supposed to be taking care of you, meaning the board members, the CEOs, and all of that stuff, and it all came crumbling down. And that was a real job for people. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. We, a lot of us, especially a lot of us were groomed into thinking, oh, you're gonna become a doctor and a lawyer, and or you're gonna become this person so you can have X, Y, and Z. And it's fine, but I feel like it comes from fear. It don't necessarily even come from the betterment of the person that you're raising. It comes from fear of not having, which I totally understand. But allow people to make their own decisions and figure it out. Like I remember having feelings of in college when I changed my major to business and I was like, I don't just want to do one thing for the rest of my life. Like I would love to be an artist, actress, like just all of the things, and not even necessary to be famous because I don't even think I ever really felt like I wanted to be famous. I just feel like I've always wanted to have my own autonomy, and before I even knew what that was, I was always that person. So I'm gonna tell a story about my massage journey and how I actually got into massage therapy. So, and this will literally just put the icing on the cake that I have well decorated for y'all. So, when I was younger, my mom used to have me like stretch her legs in the bed, pull her legs, crack her bones, and all of the things. And those are like my favorite things to do for her whenever she would ask me to, right? And then fast forward, because I believe I was in middle school. I don't even think I had gotten to high school yet. And I was like, I want to be a massage therapist. Mind you, I don't know any massage therapist. At that time, at that age, I don't know any massage therapist. I don't even know anybody who was like into that up until I got older and like my actual journey into school, into massage school. But I didn't know nobody who did massage therapy. So where did I get that? Somebody please tell me, where did I get that? I don't know where I got that from. And I told one of my family members, because like when I was younger, family come together, they ask the kids, what you want to be when you grow up. I used to be like lawyer, which I think I would have been a good ass lawyer if had I stayed on the track of that and actually became, because I was an avid reader as a kid. So law would have made sense if I did not have a fucking mind of my own. And then on top of that, who the fuck came for law school? Anyway, um, Paul, shout out to the girl who was in my lift the other day. She's about to become a lawyer. Shout out to you, girl. I'll probably never see her again, but she's she was excited because she was like, "This is my last time in school ever," and she was about to get ready to take the bar. Anyways, so like I said, I had never seen anybody do massage therapy. Like I can't really think of where I got that from. Fast forward into college. Got to college. This time, I'm like, just I don't even know what got me into pharmacy, but I was like, I want to be a pharmacist. I want to be a doctor of pharmacy. I want to go to um Ross University and do all of the things and live that life or whatever, right? But then I get to actually, I'm a 2 years into my major. Like we finished freshman year, everything was great. I love college. And then we get to physics, girl. Girl, we get to physics. And I don't know nothing. Like, I'm failing the class. I don't understand what my teacher is saying because he's foreign and he's really not trying to explain it. And math is also not my strong suit anyway. So it was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm feeling crazy in the head. Um, I'm feeling crazy in the head. Like, I don't really want to do this no more. So I didn't talk to. So I'm at the point now where I'm like, I want to change my major. So I didn't talk to the dean of biology or whatever the case is. I forgot the lady name. I think, was it Miss Tisdale? I can't remember. I went to a HBCU, Claflin University. Yeah. So I talked to her and she was like, sometimes it may not be the time for you to like you. Because when I had the meeting, I'm thinking, she's gonna try to coerce me into staying in the program and all the things, but she didn't. Like she was a black woman. She understood completely. She's like, maybe now is not the time for this. Maybe you should, come back in some years when your mind is, like she's giving me the talk that I actually needed to hear. So I walked out of there not even feeling guilty or any of that about the decision that I had made. I can't even remember if I talked to my mom about this. Like, I don't even know who I talked to other than her, but I changed my major to business administration because with physics, you have to take the class in the lab, and I was failing the class and the lab at this point. So it was like, we just want to drop it all together. And yeah, fast forward, we changed our major to business administration with a concentration in accounting. But backtrack to biochemistry. The reason I majored in biochemistry at the time was because my school did not have a pharmacy program. So I had to take both sciences in its entirety. I had to take all biology classes and I had to take all chemistry classes. But then, so fast forward, change my major to business administration. I'm good. Like, I'm meeting a whole different dynamic of students at my campus. I'm, just feeling that out. Because another thing was, had I stayed and tried to figure out um, biochemistry, I would have had to stay in college 2 years. But I was like, I stay in college another year. I'm not staying another 2 years. Y'all want to see y'all niece? Hold on. Come in. Come on. Come on. I think she's looking at this mask on my face like, who are you? But, oh, say hi. Oh, say hi, chili butts. Let me see your eyes. But, so business major now. I gotta stay another year in college. That's fine. Um, we get to my business major going into the second half, I believe, was when I found out that my mom had cancer. And that shit for the rest of my college career rocked my world. Do you hear me? Rocked it, baby. So when it came to college at that point, it was just like, bro, I don't even care no more. I'm just here long enough to pass. I'm here long enough to get me the fuck out of here because I don't even want to do this shit no more. So we get to 6 months before I graduate college. I lose my mom to cancer literally 6 months before graduation. And that's some shit I still ain't recovered from. But her dying wish literally was for me to graduate college because that's something that she wanted for me. And so I did it for her. Like that stint, my transitioning out of college was no longer for me. It was simply for her. Like, because I just was over the whole experience. I low key felt like I was sold a lie because my freshman year was so fun. It was so much energy. It was just the vibes were different from freshman to sophomore year. Like freshman year is what made me fall in love with college and be like, oh my god, like this is the shit that I seen on TV. But granted, I never envisioned myself at a HBCU, which is also crazy. Like I never. But if y'all want to hear the story time on how I even got there, we can talk about that too, because I never even talked about it on my channel. But yeah, sophomore on out, I was like, I just like I'm here, but I don't really care to be here. Like, so we do that. We graduate 2019. Thank the Lord because 2020 COVID. Who the fuck? Yeah, no. So fast forward 2020. Hey, how are you? Fast forward 2020, we get to graduated college. Thank you. I moved to Florence, South Carolina with my best friend. And we stayed there for a year, endured COVID, and basically maneuver life around that. I did a lot of gig work. I did Uber, Uber Eats primarily. I mostly was doing food delivery at this time. I did Uber Eats. I did Waiter, which was an app that is like Uber Eats, Postmates, Grubhub, and DoorDash, but you get paid hourly. At that point, you get paid hourly. For real? Yeah, I stayed there for a year. after graduating college with my best friend, and then we moved back home eventually. But yeah, like I did a lot of gig work. I did Walmart delivery, like making money to actually sustain myself and get me to point A to point from point A to point B. So we get to the end of that year. Mind you, not only was I doing that, I was working at Amazon. And if y'all know the structure of South Carolina, baby, I was driving from Florence to Columbia 4 days out the week. 4 days out the week, I was driving from Florence to Columbia early in the morning to work at Amazon because you couldn't really work anywhere unless you were already working at a restaurant and they got their to go stuff together or a grocery store or something like that. Baby, you was doing other stuff at work, and then I was like fresh out of college. I didn't necessarily have no accounting experience, so it was like, what you do? So I took a job at Amazon. They were hiring like same day type shit. So I took that job and I would drive. It was like 6 or 7 months. I did that. But yeah, as we came to the end of our stints in Florence, I'm trying to make sure I ain't missing nothing. We moved back home. And with moving back home, for me, because we was going to move to Columbia actually, because we were still working at Amazon, excuse me, but the person that was supposed to help us with the place, they basically lied because at that point Columbia was doing a lot of renovations to older apartments. So they were, trying to bring people in. And we went to go tour apartments, houses. Like, we was really thinking about moving to Columbia. But that didn't happen. So I came back home. My best friend did her own thing. And then it came to the end of 2021. Yeah, the end of 2021, like December, I was working at warehouses, restaurants, like just trying to get by, baby. Um, so then this I remember this shit like it was the other day. December 2021, I'm on my computer like trying to figure out how do I get out of the humdrum, the working job that I really hate. Like, how do I get out of that and like get a I don't even think I really even consider ever getting a trade, but it was just like I need something. So I need to hurry up too because I have a massage to do, so I gotta get off of this. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up. So um I started looking up healthcare jobs, but not necessarily too much, but just, something around that of health because when my mom, got cancer and stuff, that like sparked holistic health, Dr. Sebi, all of the things. And so I was like, I want to get a job in healthcare, but I don't think I want to have to go back to school for another 4 years because who got the money for that? And so Southeastern, that's where I went to school for massage. I submitted like a request more information and book a tour to see the school. And I booked it, went there, and I got to talking to, some admin and stuff, and we just having good old conversation. And I'm thinking, we're just gonna do a tour like that. I wasn't expecting that, but we had a whole conversation, and they're like tight knit, family oriented. So, um, like that's the culture. So she was like, "I like you. I'm gonna enroll you." So literally before, and even then, I was enrolled in the school, and I didn't even know how to get around. Granted, it's really an open floor concept, but I was enrolled before I even know who and where to go. So we do that literally at the end of December. I had like 2 weeks. And January, I was starting massage school. And it was really a very pivotal and transformative part of my life. Like, just learning about the importance of self-care and just the body, like having an appreciation for the body, just all of that stuff. And like I said, y'all, I kind of sort of manifested that as a kid without even knowing anybody around me that did this. And it's just crazy to even think about it. So yeah, I started in January. 8 months later, I became a massage therapist, and we've been thugging it ever since. Now, I've been doing. It's about to be my third year going into massage. Well, I'm in my third year. The September will make 3 years. Um, and I have said like I can't do condition traditional work anymore because like um that was like I just don't like unless it's a warehouse. That's probably the only job I could probably go back to and be like okay, but like customer service and food and bev, I think I'ma just leave that alone. Like food and bev, it would have to be a place. I don't know, but I just so I haven't really done. I did work at Walmart. Y'all probably seen a short that I did a while ago. I worked at Walmart for the tail end of last year while I was in film school because I was like, I'm gonna be a full time entrepreneur. I did all of the stuff on my channel. I said I'm gonna be a full time entrepreneur. Da 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 da. But then I started drowning. Like at least to my like I just felt like I was drowning. Like I wasn't making enough. Things just wasn't going right. So I went back to my spa job. But I wasn't happy. Like I wasn't happy there. Like going into it, it's like, oh my god, yes, massage therapist. Da 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 da. But I wasn't happy and I get bored easily and I hate mundanity. Like mundane I haven't said the word. I hate that. And a year, it's about to be a year. A year ago, when I initially left, I created a vlog and I cried in the vlog. And I think it was because I was scared as hell because I had never thought I could do it. Like, thought I could be a full time entrepreneur, even though that's something that I yearn for in my fucking bones. But, like I said, grooming. It has to do with you being groomed and conditioned and hardwired that a job is the only way that you can fucking sustain yourself. Now, things such as like the military or like becoming a flight attendant, I feel like, yes, those jobs are like 9 to 5, but you also are never doing the same thing every day for a lot of people. Because I was just talking to somebody, I told him I was going to come back. So, for a lot of people, that's like a salary job. Like you're getting paid the same regardless whether you're on or you're off. I know in military for sure. So it's like I was scared to fully put in put into and reinforce all of the knowledge and all of the things that I've learned over these past 4 or 5 years, and to put the fire under my ass to actually do it for myself. And I was scared as shit. And now we at not the same place. I feel like my mindset is way more equipped for this now, even though it's still a lot of hard wiring and reconditioning that I have to do. But I can see, like, I feel like I'm closer to the woman that I want to be now. So it's also just like, you be playing with your own self. You be playing with your own self. Like, you be playing with your own self. And I feel like it just has a lot to do with grooming, and you have to demolish every single thing that you've ever learned, every single thing that you've ever been taught, and just take a look around you to see who's actually happy doing the 9 to 5 day to day stuff. And I feel like it's grooming because you're conditioned to do every and anything else for everybody else, but you're not, like, unless you grew up in that environment, you're not conditioned to love on yourself as you should love on yourself, or like actually put effort into getting to know yourself, which is, I talked about this too in a live not so long ago, and I said that I feel like people stay in jobs longer than they're supposed to because they don't know themselves. And when they finally do get the opportunity to say, I can relax 40 fucking years later, you probably don't even have the damn energy to do it. So when it comes to grooming, I feel like it can go in so many different ways and avenues. And y'all, please feel free to chime in if you agree or if you disagree with what I'm saying. Hold on, let me create a highlight. You got more than a minute. Child. Hold on, what's this? But yeah, that was basically my story about how I feel like about how I feel about grooming and where it's led me and where I'm at now, and realizing the battle and the responsibility that I chose to become an entrepreneur for real, and exhausting every effort. And it's hard, y'all. It's really hard. Like, I could say I'm better now. I'm probably a little bit better than I was a year ago, but it's still hard. It's hard. Like, and that's another thing too. Another component of it too, I feel like, and then after this, y'all, I'm gonna go. Nobody knew that content creation and video making was gonna actually, other than, we knew movies, because content creation is kind of the same thing. It's just it's being put on a social media platform and it's more curated for the everyday person, whereas a film, it's a lifestyle. And I feel like content creation gets you coordinated with the lifestyle, if that makes sense. But yeah, Um, I feel like nobody really thought this would be a career, and it's so much information being put out about, strategies and marketing, which I love marketing and things of that nature. But in however, it's people who was just simply uploading content on a regular basis. And I'm gonna stop using the word content. People were uploading their art on a regular basis, whether they even consider being a content creator or not. And they created a lane or a legacy for themselves. For some, it may not have been as dynamic as they wanted, and for some, they got exactly what they wanted. But I feel like, do they learn the sauce on the way, or do they just stick to their own programming? Because I'm just like, I just be lost and confused. Hey, Kelsey. I just be lost and confused because I'm like, so you want me to invest in marketing and strategizing tools, but then there's people over here who just used to upload videos every Desi Banks, Pretty V, B Simone. Like, it's people who just used to do the work every fucking day, like choosing to do the work, and they have household names. Hello, Genocide or CD. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. Hey, Jenna. That's so cute. You want a shout out from me and I look like this? Girl. But hey, Jenna, I hope you are having a great and fantastic Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. And I hope you're having a beautiful day. Shout out to Kelsey. Shout out to you too. But yeah. Uh but yeah, that's just my take on it. Y'all leave me some feedback. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But yeah, grooming can be say genocide. I'm crying. Genocide. Is that really? Is this serious? Or are you playing with me? Genocide. Jenna. I mean, Kelsey. Cause I gotta go. I got somewhere to be. And I'm trying to get this clarified. Genocide. 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 Girl. Anyway, y'all have a good day. I have a client that I need to get to within the next 30 fucking minutes. I gotta go get my life together. I gotta hop in the shower really quick. And yeah, y'all have a great day.